Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kunal Jaiswal, and I'm going to uh, give my review two on a MyJ component, parallel title, uh, parallel processing, parallel implementation of image processing algorithms, and my teammates are Kunal Jaiswal, 19BC. The abstract of our project, the image segmentation is the process of dividing an image into multiple parts. It is typically used to identify objects or other relevant information in digital images. There are many ways to perform image segmentation, including thresholding methods, color-based segmentation, transform methods, among many others. Alternatively, edge detection can be used for image segmentation and data extraction in areas such as image processing, computer vision, and machine vision. Image threshold is a simple yet effective way of partitioning an image into foreground and background. This image analysis technique is type of segmentation that isolates objects by converting grayscale images into binary images. Image thresholding is most effective in images with high level of contrast. Otsu method is one such implementation of image thresholding which involves iterating through all the possible threshold values and calculating measure of spread for the pixel levels uh, pixel levels each side of the threshold, that is, pixels that either fall in background or foreground. The aim is to find the optimal threshold value where sum of foreground and background spreads is at its minimum. And there is one more, like edge detection, image processing technique for finding the boundaries of objects within images. It works by detecting discontinuities in brightness. Image can have horizontal, vertical, or diagonal edges. Sobel edge detection algorithm is used to detect two kinds of images in a image by making edges in an image by making use of derivative masks, one for horizontal edges and one for vertical edges. Now coming to our problem statement and description, the aim of this project is to perform a comparative analysis of serial and parallel implementation of Gaussian blurring, Otsu thresholding, and Sobel edge detection algorithms in Python using PyMP and serial implementation also. So we have used like three algorithm here for the image processing, that is Gaussian blurring, Otsu thresholding, and Sobel edge detection algorithm. Image thresholding is a simple yet effective way of partitioning an image into a foreground and background. Image thresholding is most effective in images with high level contrast. Otsu uh, also involves iterating through all the possible thresholds, values, and calculating measure of spread for pixel level each side of threshold, that is, pixels either fall in background or foreground. And in order to obtain better result for the Otsu thresholding and Sobel detection algorithm, the images can be denoised by using convolution process using a Gaussian mask. So we will Gaussian mask mean we will first apply Gaussian blurring algorithm. Then the output we got from Gaussian blurring algorithm, we used that for input as in the Otsu threshold algorithm and the Sobel edge detection algorithm. So platforms we have used and tools like PyMP. PyMP is OpenMP-like functionality available in Python. It takes good qualities of OpenMP such as minimal code changes, high efficiency, and combines them with Python Zen of code clarity. Now, these are our algorithm Gaussian blurring. Gaussian blurring is image processing, uh, which is of, which gives the result of blurring by blurring an image using a by Gaussian function. It is widely used in graphics software, typically to reduce image noise and reduce details. Gaussian blurring is a convolution process. Convolution process basically calculates for each pixel a new pixel by adding weighted value for neighboring pixel. It is represented mathematically as here in the figure. Now coming to O2 thresholding, our second algorithm, image processing algorithm. In computer vision and image processing, O2 thresholding method is used automatically. It use automatically. It use the perform the clustering-based image thresholding algorithm on the gray level image to reduce it to binary image. The algorithm assumes that image contains two classes of pixels following a bimodal histogram, foreground pixels and background pixels. It then calculates the optimal threshold separating two classes so that their combined spread is minimal. And coming to the third and last algorithm we've used is Sobel edge detection. Sobel operator, sometimes called Sobel-Feldman operator or Sobel filter. It is used in an image processing and computer vision widely within edge detection algorithms, where it creates an image emphasizing its edges. Okay. So at each point in image, the result of Sobel edge detection is either corresponding gradient vector or normal vector. The Sobel vector operator is used to detect two kinds of edges, namely horizontal and vertical edges. Sobel operator, when applied to image, basically uses convolution process to obtain the edges. It works on the principle that a change in gradient intensity of pixel almost certainly will be an edge of the image. That is like the area where there is significant change in intensity of pixel, there will be a different object in the image that will mark a different object in the image, and like that way it will detect the edges. So the codes are here. I've used Python for implementing our code, the following algorithms, and using Gaussian blurring algorithm is our first algorithm. I've implemented Gaussian blurring algorithm in Python. First, I've implemented in serial way, like traditional way we do every program. I've used like NumPy, which is scientifically very efficient in calculating the operation between the arrays, because image pixel require array computation, which is computationally very expensive in Python. So NumPy is used, which is computationally very cheap. So we've used like PIL image. So image will be used to export the image output image to somewhere in through some output format. So PyMP and datetime and CV2 we have used. CV2 we used for reading the image from the our local system. So I've read like the data, which is CV2 from cv2.imread, and this is my convexing array. Array is from NumPy, so it will be. So coming to this padding is used so as to like it is like I've explained here. So this is the algorithm we have used. We haven't used anything like PyMP parallel. So it is serial, and I've then image from array to I've saved the image in like my serial image .png format, and then I showed the image, and then I'll print the total time taken to process the image. So I've got like 7.07. So we have got like 7 seconds. So we have to we So we get like 7 seconds to process the image. Total time 7 seconds to execute the image processing using Gaussian blurring algorithm in serial way, and now using it and now implementing it through parallelization using PyMP. And for that, here I've used PyMP parallel. PyMP parallel. This is for padded data, and this is our algorithm. I've used the same algorithm but with parallelization. So I'm getting the same image. Execution time was like 2.3 seconds, which is three times lesser than the previous one, like in serial implementation. So we can say that parallelization is really effective for processing an image. Like it reduces our timing from uh, 7 seconds to 2 seconds, 2.3 seconds, which is like the thrice of the one third of the time in serial. So we can say like if the image is very high resolution, so if it will take in serial like 1 to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, same image will be calculated using parallelization in 1 minute. So this is our processed image using Gaussian blur, and this is my original image. I've taken this image from Grammarly, so the watermark is still here. So coming to the Otsu thresholding implementation, so what I did in Otsu, we have to denoise the data. So for optimal threshold for separating the foreground and background, so I've used like in output of Gaussian blur. What Gaussian blur is to Gaussian blur denoise the data in of the image. So I've used input of this Gaussian input of input in the also thresholding the output of Gaussian blurring algorithm. This image I've used as input in OSU thresholding. So this is our serial implementation. I've used same libraries, but here the algorithm is different. This function is used to calculate the optimal threshold. So these are the algorithm. Uh, Now what I'll do, like it took like 2 seconds to process the data using Otsu thresholding in serial implementation. What it does is it convert the image to binary data to get the optimal threshold value to separate the foreground and background, separating them as getting minimal uh, spread. Hmm. Then same thing we have done in parallel implementation. The algorithm is exactly the same. We have just used uh, what's called PyMP.parallel. Here the same here is also threshold function for obtaining the optimal threshold, and we have used here the PyMP.parallel here in the algorithm. So after that we've got the image like here, image from Otsu algorithm. We've got like the background data and the foreground image. The two frogs are in the foreground as the white, and the background are referred as the black ones. So in yes, so before in serial implementation, we've got to execution computation time is like 2 seconds, and in parallel implementation we've got like zero point 0.8 second, which is exactly the three times better than the serial implementation. So here we can also say the parallelization is really amazing in comparison to serialization because it will reduce time like one third, which is really great. Now coming to Sobel as detection algorithm, and Sobel as detection uses like it give uses the two edges technique, horizontal and vertical. So I've used the algorithm for the serial implementation. So this is our algorithm. This one. There's nothing like we haven't used any uh, PyMP.parallel validation. Simple serial for loop we have used for the uh, algorithm, and they have it took like 65 seconds to execute the execute and process the following this image. 65 seconds, and using the same in parallel implementation I have used here, like this with parallel pymp dot parallel. I have used like parallelization. So here also we've got like same output in 10 seconds, which is like roughly more than six times, more than lesser than six times. So we can see it drastically reduces time. This is six times lesser than the serial one. So this is the output we get. So in conclusion, let me show first the implementation part. So for the Gaussian, let me run this file, Python. This is Gaussian blurring algorithm in serial implementation. I'm going to first run this algorithm .py. Our image data, image pixel is like 800 cross 1520 pixels, and we've got the image in the serialization implementation using Gaussian blurring algorithm like this. We will get the same images in the parallelization, but the computation time will be less. So I've got like 7.37 second to it get like 7.37 second to execute the following image. Now I'm going for this Gaussian blurring parallel processing. So Python gbparallel.py. So yeah, we got the same exactly same image, and it took like 2.38 second, and earlier it was 7.3, which is three times more than the parallel processing. So we can say parallelization is really helpful to reduce the computation time. So now using the Otsu uh, Python. So I've got like this here. This is Otsu's processed image. It will separate the foreground and background data image using the optimal threshold so that the spread will be minimum. So I've got like threshold value as 103, and the time it took to execute the code in serial implementation is 2.15 seconds. Let me train the same algorithm using parallel implementation. So to parallel.py. Yeah, we've got the same image, but the time it took is 0.87 seconds, and earlier it was 1 2.3 seconds. So it's like not two, it was, let me see, yeah, 2.15 seconds. So it's like or roughly three times. Yeah, this also is roughly three times lesser than the serial algorithm. So now we're coming to now we come to our last algorithm. So Bell edge detection algorithm, which detects the edges in the images. So here the output I have stored here in my parallel.png from Gaussian blur, which denoises our image. So same thing I have used in as the input in also parallel. Here images my serial.png, and here my serial.png. The same thing I've used in the every Sobel detection and the also. So because it a Gaussian blurring algorithm uh, mask the noises, and so that we can get the same image, better image in the less computation time. Yeah. So now coming to the last algorithm, this is Sobel edge detection algorithm. We have used like NumPy, SciPy, PIL, Image, PyMP, and CV2. Python, Sobel serial.py. So it will take it took around for first time it took around 65 seconds. So I don't know what it will take right now. Probably in within 40 seconds or 50 seconds. It is still running. Now I've got like the edges are drawn, very small edges. You see like frogs are separated by the edges, and the hurt that frog hold it in his hand also got something edge separated this. It's not very clear image, but we can get an idea roughly by seeing the original image. Like uh, this is our original image, and uh, this is image what we got. Yeah. So these are roughly the same. The camera is also detected in this image. So it took like 69.2 seconds this time for use by using serial implementation. Now I'm going to use like a parallel implementation of the same algorithm. So well.py. So it will not take more than 15 seconds. Yeah, I got like really less 10.67 second, which is seven times like seven. I've got same image as I was getting here, no difference, but the image size is also same, and the pixels are also same. So it gives like 10 second. It gives the same output in 10.6 second, which is seven times lesser. So we can conclude that parallelization becomes more criterion in this case. So we observe that there is significant reduction in time taken for execution. So we have used Gaussian blurring, also thresholding, Sobel edge detection algorithm in Python using PyMP. Python being interpreted and the language of high-level abstraction is very slow in comparison to low-level languages like C, which are very fast. And I've tried also. I've seen it like in C, it was giving like a lesser, more. It took more time and have lesser speed up, like a lesser speed up, like in parallelization in and in that one serialization. When we check for the speed up, in C it was giving lesser speed up than in Python. So that's all for today, man. Thank you.